700 subscribers? Huh. Neat. Okay, but no, seriously, guys, thank you so much for helping me reach more than 700 subscribers. It's been a long road, and honestly, I'm just glad we're getting even closer to 1,000. I mean, like, yeah, I make these videos for fun, but I also make these videos for people like all of you to enjoy, and I'm glad you really have. But a while ago, as you know, I made a little short basically talking about how I was going to do a Q&A as a subscriber milestone, because usually, for some reason, I always promise making a subscriber milestone, but I never end up doing anything because I'm working on so many other projects for all of you to watch, and usually I just find no time to actually make one, or I don't have an idea. Like, one year I was like, yeah, I'm going to do a room tour, and the other year it's like, nah, I'm going to do a face reveal, and the other year I'm like, I'm going to do a special stop motion or something like that. And I just kept coming up with these ideas, and they just kept piling and piling up until they went nowhere. And honestly, like, I got so much stuff going on in my head. Like, I got an immense amount of scripts saved onto my computer and just ready for use at the moment. So it just kind of goes to show how much stuff, like, I try to put out. So I just kind of had no time to make those milestone stuff. But now I finally have the balls, per se, to get off my ass, or should I say get on my ass, because I asked all of you to give me some Q's, which are questions, and then I said I would give you some A's, which are answers. So Q&A time, baby, let's do this! Okay, so I just want to get this out of the way, but a user known as Faith01841 left like a crap ton of comments on the Q&A thing, so just to get her out of the way, I'm just gonna quickly answer all of her comments, and then I'll move on to everybody else who commented. No hate against Faith, by the way. She seems like a lovely person. But let's get on with it, shall we? Favorite book? Don't really have one. Dream car. So this one's actually a bit of a sentimental story, because you see, growing up, I used to be a huge Transformers nerd. And I grew up with like a majority of Transformers-related media, like the original G1 cartoon, Transformers Prime, Transformers Rescue Bots, and of course, the live-action movies. And I don't know why, but for some reason, I really, really loved Bumblebee's 1967 Camaro alt mode at the beginning of the 2007 film. And ever since then, it has been my dream to get a 1967 Chevrolet Camaro and refurbish it to its former glory. Get a yellow one, put some black racing stripes on it, and just cruise around. I'd frickin' love that car. Actually, I mean, technically I do own one, just the problem is I can't cruise around in it, so womp womp. Favorite Top Gear special? Okay, by far, it is the Top Gear India special, just because of the fact that they're supposed to be the ambassadors of UK product placement or something like that. They're supposed to like bring stuff to India, and it's just the three of them are great. I love the entire thing. Not to mention the part where they're putting up banners on some trains, and because the cars end up getting cut, like decoupled, it just ends up looking like an entirely different set. Look, I'm just gonna tell you guys now, for everyone who's listening, watch the Top Gear India special. Even if you've never heard of Top Gear or never watched Top Gear, watch it. It's funny. It's three old guys doing random stuff and being stupid. It's hilarious. Just watch it. Just like the book one, I don't have one. Who or what inspired you to do YouTube? Well, overall, I'm a creative person, and I always have been, so I kind of always wanted to make videos and like make funny stuff. But if anyone inspired me, it was 100% Flapjack Films. He's a little stop-motion YouTuber that's been doing this since he was 15, I think. And I remember I used to watch his videos all the time, and he was like a huge inspiration to me, because I was like, if someone so young can do this, then I can do this. And I went on a long journey of learning how to do stop-motion animation. I remember I used to love his animations. One of my favorite ones was I think the Star Wars Christmas special. I could be wrong. I think it was like this one where Darth Vader was on the Death Star, and oh no, it wasn't Christmas. It was Thanksgiving. But I remember I loved his videos, and we always had like a similar sense of humor, so I found him kind of relatable. Future plans and goals for your channel? Just to keep making videos for fun and possibly get paid. I don't know. Look, the main goal is to get to 1,000, so that's pretty much all I have in my mind right now. Which one of my videos is your favorite? This one, hands down, just because it's Richard Hammond. Alright, so that was all the Faith's questions. Let's move on to the next person. Elfi Art 6086 questions. Favorite stop motion movie / show? So honestly, I'm a huge fan of Aardman. If you've heard of them, they're the guys who made Wallace and Gromit, so I love Curse of the Were-Rabbit. And shows, I don't really have a favorite stop motion show. Robot Chicken, I'm not like the biggest fan of, so I can't really consider that my favorite stop motion show. But movie-wise, yeah, definitely Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Miss me? I literally have no idea who you are. Dan James 2738, also known as Just for Fun, by the way, check out his channel, he makes amazing history videos, asks, who's your favorite paleontologist? Now, most people would assume that I like Jack Horner because he's one of the most popular paleontologists out there with very groundbreaking achievements. But no, I'm gonna go on a little rant here if you don't mind, because this old man, actually angers me. I don't care if he's had groundbreaking studies about dinosaur eggs. I don't care if he did studies on Maiasaura. What I care about is the fact that he's a stuck-up narcissistic douchebag that tried to marry one of his students. Yeah, no joke, he tried to get away with marrying one of his students, who is 19. Don't care if that's still legal, that doesn't matter still. That's just unprofessional and weird. Not to mention his ongoing theory that he keeps treating as fact about how T-Rex was not a predator, but a scavenger. And yes, I know this was a huge debate during the 90s and early 2000s, but please, there is freaking proof out there, man. There is literal proof. I have visual evidence of you asking for proof and the actual proof at hand.
What I'm trying to do is get people to think about doing science objectively. I don't care if T-Rex was a predator. Show me some evidence.
We have regrowth of bone around this spine as well as around some of the tooth puncture marks on these adjacent ones, indicating that this animal survived the attack.
And in fact, no one even had evidence to suggest that it was a predator.
Indicating that this animal survived the attack.
There's just not a smoking gun.
Indicating that this animal survived the attack.
Because I don't think there's any evidence for it being a predator.
Indicating that this animal survived the attack.
And until someone comes up with that evidence, I don't think we should say that.
Indicating that this animal survived the attack.
The best thing that we can say based on the evidence is that T-Rex was 100% scavenger.
Indicating that this animal survived the attack.
Oh yeah, by the way, none of that footage is mine. That is from a Rick Raptor 105 video. But anyways, to answer your question, my favorite paleontologist is Bob Backer, just because he's cool. He realizes that not everything is a fact, and most stuff that we know about dinosaurs is just honestly theory. And not to mention, he's got a soothing as hell voice. I could honestly listen to this guy for like 3 hours.
If you're a baby lion, you're not fed rabbits. You're not fed chipmunks. You're fed hunks of zebra. You're a baby lion. Mother brings you a piece of zebra, big piece. If you were a baby allosaur right here in this part of Wyoming, you wouldn't be fed a little chipmunk-sized dinosaur. And you didn't have to hunt for yourself. You just had to wait for mom, maybe your aunt, maybe dad, to drag in the latest 2-ton hunk of meat, and then you could sit right here and gnaw to your little baby allosaur's heart's content.
And then the final question is this by my good friend Waffle Toast that I will not read out due to YouTube probably gonna delete this video if I mention drugs. But anyway, I'm probably not gonna answer this right now because this video is long enough. But I promise that one of the next videos I make will be an answer to this question. Because honestly, this video would be like 10 minutes more if I decide to do a full breakdown of why I think the answer is so. But anyway, thank you for watching this video, and thank you for all the support you've given me. Have a good day, everybody.